So, have you noticed lately that you just want to be alone? Have you noticed so many people pulling back now? And there's videos out there, I was watching on YouTube that are saying, talking about people all of a sudden that you don't want to be around other people, you don't want to have any part of this. And a lot of people are saying that is because of the awakening. And I believe that is true. If it's not, clinical depression or something like that, but, all of a sudden you're like, I don't want anybody near me. I don't want to date people. I don't want to be with people. I don't want to talk to people. Yes, but there's a really good reason why this is happening. I can tell you, before my near-death experience, for about, I swear, it was about 20 years almost, I was out at the clubs or just doing stuff 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I had to be around other people. I had to be involved in everything. After my near-death experience, I was like, not anymore. I just don't care. You see, there's something I realized then that a lot of people in awakening are realizing now, is that you are getting sick and tired, or just really tired of being in the quote unquote, or for lack of a better word, part of the matrix or the simulation. You're realizing that everything that is happening out there isn't as real as what you once thought it was. And in fact, it's not real. We were taught to abide by certain social constructs. You had to work 40 hours a week. You had to get married. You had to have a child. You had to get a dog. You had to get a mortgage. You had to get a house. You had to go on vacation twice a week, only to stop working to enjoy the last couple of your years as an old person and appreciate your... That's fine if that's what you want, but that's not what it's about. But that's what society kept telling you it was all about for so long. And you might be realizing that. It's like, no, it's not. There's chaos out there. And see, by going inwards, by wanting to be alone, by taking yourself away from everybody, you start to realize, hey, maybe that isn't real. Maybe that is the play where I thought I was just another day player or part of a play, and I'm realizing now I'm the freaking star of the play. You are. You're the star of this movie. You're the star of this life. You no longer have to abide by all those things out there, and you start to realize that when you start to go inwards, you start to go, aha, this is my experience. And when you do that, you take your power back. You get to start to change the rules. You get to start to decide how you want to react to things happening out there. Look at in politics. In politics, our politicians are freaking, they want to be celebrities. They're like making videos and trying to be influencers and all this other. So what the heck? It's so weird. Religious people, all these people, everything's coming to the surface right now. And what you're doing is you're learning how to become the observer of it instead of having to participate and react to it. At some point, I promise you, you're not being selfish and you're not saying, hey, these things are going on, I'm just going to ignore them and then they'll go away. No, the stuff's not going to go away. It's going to continue to happen. But by you going inwards, you'll be able to see it for what it is and be able to act on whatever you need to act on. And you'll be able to do it consciously instead of unconsciously, You'll be of a lot more help to people when you start to come to that realization, when you're the one who gets to, realize that this stuff's all fake, and you start to let other people know that, hey, we can change this. We're not at the mercy of anybody. And you realize that by going in. So that is part of the awakening. It's starting to see the world. It's starting to observe the world crumbling. And it's not crumbling in a bad way. Listen, a forest has to burn down sometimes in order for it to grow back really beautifully. And that's kind of what's going on now. But just because the forest is burning down, you don't have to be in the fire burning with it. You can be in the outside figuring out how do I control the fire a little better? So that's what you're doing. So don't feel bad about going inwards. Don't feel bad about not wanting to be around people. It's okay. You're just learning to observe the world instead of participate in the parts that you were told to participate in, if that makes any sense to you. Well, that was a lot of rambling, wasn't it? But I just wanted you to know that it's okay to feel alone right now. It is part of realizing that the world isn't always what it seems. And out there is actually controlled by you. And when you start taking that control back, you'll be able to control what happens out there, i.e. fix things, help people, get rid of some of these big problems we have in the world. You'll have a better idea to do it by stepping back and looking at it instead of just reacting to everything. I hope this helps any of you that feels like you're alone or that you shouldn't be alone. It's okay. And by the way, you can never be alone. It's impossible. There's a whole lot of people you can't see and a whole lot of things that you can't see that are always there. They're always there to help you, always there to guide you. So if you relate to this video or anything, please leave me a comment below. Let me know how you feel and if you understand what I mean or if you have a different understanding. Thanks so much. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.